He's going to the lines, but he's talking to somebody in the crowd. Oh, it's a bit Sunday league now, isn't it? Yes, Rob, yes, Rob, yes, Rob. Away! Fuck off. Stay! Get up! Away! Hook it! Hook it! Engage the ball! Don't cross! They're coming! Away now! Back coming! Fine.
Be the ones offside.
Go on.
Yes! Get in, boys! Got anyone to play to? Oh, Cray! Yay! Oh! Ready? Ooh, go! And ball!
And again! Out to it! Mark it out, come in! Out, do the night. Sit. Alright, Alex,
So I just come up 5 or 6 steps in.
Big end!
Come on in, eh?
We get that one.
Pre-season's done. A few goals in the making as well. One today. How's your settling period been with the team? How do you think the team's gelling? Looking for next week.
From the first game together, I mean, it's going to take a while for all of us new boys, especially to get used to how each other play. But now coming to the last game, I feel like we've gelled really, really well. We're getting on. Everyone's good lads. You can see on the pitch as well, like the different relationships is working. So I feel like it's come at the right time, ready for the first game of the season next week.
So it's all gel. It's coming good at the right time.
Yeah, for sure. As you can see today, as much as they're a side that's a league above, it's going to be challenging for the title in the league above. Gave them a good game today, scoring 4 goals today, and yeah, we can just see on the pitch that everyone's working well together, working hard for each other as well. Even if we do like make a mistake, we just try and rectify it on the pitch.
Do you think the goals are coming as well for you now? But you can see that it's coming from all over, isn't it? Because we're not reliant on just you, just any whatever.
Yeah, you can tell that today, 4 different scorers. So it's gonna, as a striker, your job is obviously to score goals. So I know my job, but to know that all the boys are chipping in as well, it shows how good the squad is. So goals can come from anywhere. So even the defenders are scoring. So it's really good to see.
I mean, we're talking about the fact that we needed more goals from the squad. Like last season, if Tash went down, we kind of didn't really have too many people that could score. And then turn up to pre-season and everyone's banging in goals and everyone can just offer something like from all over the pitch, which is incredible. And like your goal today, one thing I loved about your goal was it was instant reaction to, let's face it, keep a mistake. Like he should have held that completely, and yet you still thought there was a chance he might have dropped it. He did drop it in the nice little sort of back heel, whatever it was, to kind of get it in. But I thought that was just like such a poach. Yes, you can do all the other stuff, but you were just like on it, any split chance, and it was there. And I just think Woody's scoring from like edge of the box and stuff like that. So we've got all different types of goals and like so many attacking players now. I think it's just so exciting.
Yeah, it is for sure. Like you said, it's really exciting. We scored 4 different goals today. So like,
all completely different ones. Headers and stuff like it was all over the shop.
You've got to give credit to Watty and Fran and the coach and stuff. It's just that's what we work on in training. Really. So just trying to score as many different goals.
How did it feel? Sorry, I'm doing the questioning here, but just as a fan watching, like before the hydration break. Maybe a tiny bit slow, whatever. Maybe it was, I think maybe because there was no officials, maybe it was people getting used to what's going on, whatever. But I feel like the hydration break for the rest of the game, we were just the better team. We were on it. Did he say something at the hydration break? And that kind of just changed, because we were a completely different side from that point on, really, I felt.
Yeah, something was obviously said during the hydration break, and just need to just up the level.
Yeah,
So,
it went up massively.
We know how
Yeah.
we want to do this season, you know, and we've got a good squad. So
Yeah.
we have to set our level up there, you know.
Yeah.
So when things are not going well, we have to try and just, even if on the pitch or from the side, we just have to just up our levels and up our game really.
Yeah.
So we just have to just. I'm happy we rectified on the pitch because
Yeah.
it was tough for 15-20 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that things started to click a little bit. But I think, like you said, I think it was the officials not.
I think it was. Watching it, I was like, this is confusing for me as a fan, so to be playing it must have been weird, just being like, we got like, bless them, 15-year-olds running the line, and a ref suddenly just turned up putting the kit. Like, I think that was kind of very strange early doors, and people just settled down, kind of got used to what it was going to be, then football started happening then. So
we just kind of told each other on the pitch, just try and make it as realistic as possible and get what we need to get out of it, really.
Yeah.
And just prepare for next week, which is the real stuff, you know.
Yeah, I can't wait now. Finally onto the real stuff.
So when we've spoken to Watty before and everything else, Steve always tells us, like, you know, he's built a bit of depth in the squad and everything else. So like early on, we lost Tash and everything else. From your perspective, when you see someone go off around you, do you feel that whoever comes on, it's just seamless really? You don't go, it's going to change.
Yeah, and like you said, it's obviously Tashi's a top player, you know.
Yeah.
So to lose him, it was literally not even a minute in the game. So I feel like that also played a little part as well. Because we were still trying to, like, me, Ennie and Tashi trying to link up and try and play together.
It was going to be exciting trying to see you two with Ennie and trying to have the front. Like, when I saw the lineup, I was like, awesome, all three of you are playing. How's that going to work? Like, on paper it sounds amazing, but how's it actually going to work? And then we didn't have a chance to see it, you know. So
I'm sure we'll see it in the season. But I think that was the first. This is the first game where all three of us started together. So
and
we were excited to try and see how it works, but it's unfortunate. Hopefully Tashi's alright. It's nothing too serious, but like you said, the depth of the squad. But once obviously Tashi unfortunately came off injured, for Ethan to come on, he's another top player. It's like you're not like worried. You're thinking it's just another top player coming on. So that's the squad we've got.
Brilliant stuff. Onwards and upwards for the start of the season.
Brilliant.
Keep it going.
No
We'll all be here next Saturday. Can't wait. FA Cup.
See you next week.
Yep.
Excellent. See you later. So Darren, Faversham 4, Cray Wanderers 2. Few logistical issues at the start with officials and things like that. So the game wasn't perfection from a logistical point of view, and both teams had to make their best of it. How do you think we fared out of all of this?
I think it was a good test. Like, obviously you want to be playing teams higher up than you towards the start of the season. Start with the smaller teams fine, but build up, play better teams than you on paper in theory. And today, I think we showed that we were the better team. You know, forget paper, we were the better team. But it was the right idea to do it. I felt it was a little bit pre-season-y at the start because of the lack of officials and people not really knowing if to play a line or not. If everything's going to just be onside, then, you know, if the flag ain't going up. So I was trying to take moments out of it rather than the overall game itself. And I thought we did some nice moves. Nice bit of football. There was the work rate massively upped it after the hydration break. Like Ib said, we sort of changed a few things, and so I'm happy and I'm really now pleased. Pre-season overall, how we're looking, and I'm naturally negative as a sports fan anyway, but I'm really excited with this squad. It actually got me believing that we can seriously do something this year.
I mean, massive positives in an overall way. Very unfortunately, Tashi got a knock minute 1, minute 2. You don't want to see Tashi go off, but Tashi went off and we went down a goal. We've pegged ourselves back. We've ended up with 4 different goal scorers. There seemed a lot of positives. When people went off and people come on, as we've just discussed with Ibs, the team looked just as good. And people are going to get knocks. People are going to go off through tiredness or, you know, strains. We don't look a team that's struggling when that happens.
No, I think it's the squad we've got this year. The depth of it is crazy. You know, there's players that are going to be on the bench that would absolutely be starting for any other team and should be starting for us, but that's how good the team is. So if we can keep that, then if Tash goes down, well, we've got Ibs and Ennie, you know, so we're fine there. As big as Tash is to us, same at, you know, fullbacks, you've got like Hare, you've got Parter, you've got Sims, like all 3 of those should be playing, and yet only 2 of them can't. So if we can keep that, we can rotate on those Tuesday nights and Saturday, whatever we need to do, keep everyone interested, keep everyone engaged, and it's such a good squad that there's no drop off with whoever plays, so it's exciting.
The other thing I think we said discussing behind the goal was that if someone does come off and you get a Sims or whoever come on, we're actually to up our game, because you're not going to go, we're taking off an A player for a B player, you're taking off an A player for another A player, and as a result we're likely to see that they've got more energy. We actually see, we were sitting comfortably at 92%, we could go up again, because actually we're bringing on quality at the end of the game when other teams may weaken. Yeah,
you're not just bringing on fresh legs that haven't got the quality, you're bringing on fresh legs with the quality.
Quality as well.
So it's a double whammy when we make those changes now. And yeah, it's so exciting. You know, we've got the FA Cup, obviously we're starting things proper now next week. I can't wait for it.
I think it's been a really good pre-season.
Yeah.
I think the games were set up very well.
Perfect, yeah.
Strike Force was quite physical. Fisher was so hot and so fast. All of the games have brought something different.
Definitely.
With 3 higher placed teams. And I think all of us just now want to start next Saturday. So literally, we're not wishing our lives away, but if we could all get up here next Saturday and come and watch it. And I think, yes, it's not the league, it's still something else.
But it's a competitive game, isn't it? So it is a competitive game. So
it does matter.
It actually matters
whether
now.
It's 1-0 or 8-0, the result does have a meaning.
Matter now, yeah.
Well, we'll see next Saturday. Come up here, watch the Lily Whites.
Absolutely.
3 o'clock. So onwards and upwards, up the Lily Whites.
Up the Lily Whites.
Gary,
Yes.
4-2 today.
Yep.
Very pleasing result. But when we caught up with you, it was the start of the process to get a new manager in and everything else. From your perspective, got a management team in place, got players in place. How pleased are you with pre-season? What's your positives going forward for next week?
The players that have come in, I think, are 1 or 2 levels above what we had. I think that was the remit, was to get a squad assembled in the close season to not just challenge but to win the league. Franny, Steve took it on. They knew what they've got to do. Nothing's changed. Support's there. Players have come in that have bought into the project over the next couple of years. Six good players that have come in 6 areas that I felt we were weak the last couple of years. So please, yes. Good result today, yes. Thought last week was a battle, but we come out, unfortunately, the losers. Happy, yes. It puts us in good stead for next week. I know it's another sort of FA Cup game rather than a league game, but I think we're on the right track, especially when Cray Wanderers are people's favourites to go up from the Prem next year. So I think that good run out. The guys look good. First 20 minutes, I'd say.
I think both teams found it a struggle.
And then when they scored, you think, oh no. But then look at the character come back 3-1, 3-2, 4-2.
You didn't just beat a higher placed team. You come from behind as well. So one of the things as well, when we've spoken to Steve, one of the questions I asked him was, so everyone would like, the hope is promotion. If we got that, what would the team look like next year? And one of the things he said was, it's this team, maybe with a couple of additions. And I went, there's a lot to like about that, because you can assemble a team now of 18 players, you could almost guarantee promotion. But if then you turn around and go, 12 have got to go to assemble a team for the Prem, it's not continuity. Whereas I think this team, with a season under their belt, I think look good. I mean, they look good now, but I mean, they look very good.
I mean, even now, you know, it's no secret, if a player comes available that is better than what we have in their eyes, we're going to go in for them. So it depends if we're in this level, the next level, the other after. There's always going to be that involvement of players, unfortunately, and there's big hopes and dreams, and there's good foundations here to go up, and so that's their job. And no one's going to be taking it for granted that their place is cemented for the next 3 or 4 or 5 years, because it's not. They've got to perform, and I'm sure the supporters that pay their money wouldn't expect anything less unless we make progress. And
can I just based on that, so I was saying earlier to Mick that I'm naturally just quite a negative person when it comes to sports, because my sports team's always so anyway, I will try and find it, but I'm like really positive about this team. Like, I think this squad is really exciting. But knowing that you said that it's a plan to try and be, you know, we go up, we keep the squad together, and knowing how non-league works, we've got players that are going to sit on the bench that absolutely could be playing for us or should be starting anywhere else in the division, maybe the division above. So has there been conversations with maybe you and the management team about, like, look, if we get this unbelievable squad to try and work it that they do stay here for the whole season? Do you know what I mean? So that, so that we're not like 10 games in and we've lost a cup. Like, yeah, you might lose one, but do you know what I mean? So we have got, if Tash goes off injured like he did today, we've got Ibs and we've got Eni, so we're fine. Whereas we lost Tash last season, we struggle. Yeah. You know, we've got quality all over the pitch. Yeah, exactly. So has there been kind of conversations maybe about that, with the view that it is a squad that can stay together for the next year or two?
Yeah, well, if you look at the squad at the moment, there's only a certain amount of players that can fit in. Apart from the FA Cup, which you've got like 7 or 8 now, 10, 12 substitutes, you're going to get so many on the bench. Players are going to get unhappy. Yeah. Their job, out of all of it, is to keep them happy. Like, we have to keep our wives happy. He has to keep your squad happy. You know, so it's a juggling act. Yeah. And if there's players that are not happy and want to go and play, I get it. They are never going to leave here under a cloud. We'll bring someone in that is fighting for the place. So it's a good thing, because, you know, competition. But then, if they want to win something, they're going to get 25, 30 games a season, rather than a 52 that we play. Then that's what you got.
Yeah. But it also gives you the thing, because we said, like, we was talking to Tashi, he just come past Azure, he's rolled his ankle. Hopefully, you know, he might be jumping about Tuesday and be right for Saturday. But we're equally having that depth of players is to say, why would you risk him if he's 90% and you've got people of equal quality? Yeah. That's where they come in and say, look, I'm not. In the past, we've played Tashi, and you can see maybe he's carrying a knock, maybe and you've had to. Well, we had
Eni last year.
I was going to say,
we had Woody last year.
Eni at Ashford should never have been playing, bless him. Like, he should not have been playing.
And then you've got Woody at Hastings, pulled his hammy, and he was out for weeks and weeks and weeks. So, you know, we've had that. We've got the depth, and you're right, it's about keeping happy. And I understand when people have to play football, but Steve's got the contacts and the budget to go and pick someone out. So that's the plan.
Nice.
So really and truly, I think we've all just said we've enjoyed pre-season immensely. I think we've seen all sorts of tests. Strike Force was physical. Fisher, a massively hot day, quick young side. All the sides have been building to different tests. The last 3 games, high-level teams, and we'll all agree, we've come out of them feeling good about them, even if we didn't get the result. And I think we've all just said now, we just can't wait for next week.
I'd spin it on you. You know, I mean, what is the feeling
for me?
The scenes with the
I would say, it's like I said, I'm negative is the wrong word. I meant to say pessimistic is what I meant to say. Like, just naturally my sports team, but this squad, we thought last year, look, we know what happened last year, fine. I thought that was a good season overall, but I completely agree with the changes, and I think we're seeing why those changes are the right changes. I think we should be there or thereabouts for the title. Like, stuff happens, I get that, but we should be bare minimum. I think it was to your point a while ago, we should be at least in the top 3, so we should be getting the home games that matter in the playoffs if we have to go that route. But I would say that is how I feel coming into this season as a fan, that we are aiming to go up this season.
I think the first 10 games sort of puts a picture on. We had it last year. We had a great. I think we didn't get beat for the first so many games, but then we fizzled out at the end, and it may have been a depth in the squad. It may be of players that are not taking instruction. Who knows? But that's football. But I feel that this squad now has the ability to go up 2 gears more than we did last year, and that's how I feel. But I'm just a chairman. I'm not the owner. I'm the team, as in the manager picks a team. If I could pick the team, I'd have 22 players out there. I can't do that. So it's what it is.
Yeah, I think it's. You said, you know, turn it onto us. I think we feel it's positive. I also think there's parts of this team we're going to get some surprises. I'm not going to say shock surprises, pleasant surprises. I think you're going to see certain people that maybe are the more quieter players scoring a lot of goals.
Yeah.
I think you're going to see goals coming from everywhere. Today was proof of that. We're not a one-man team,
No.
and I think it's positive. But I think there's going to be some surprises all across the pitch in performance.
See, Faversham people, they know their football. They know their non-league football. They know what they're talking about. When you talk to them on the stands, whatever, they know their stuff. And I'm hoping that when we change internally, if it's manager or whatever, there's a reason for it.
Yeah.
And we've got a plan in place. It's not a hidden blueprint or anything, but it's like we need to go up the levels. And we changed with Sammy to Tommy. We've got promotion. Last year, I think that we, even though I love Tommy to bits, it wasn't quite enough, and maybe we needed that change. It happened. This year is the year for Steve and Franny to be counted, and they know what their remit is. The players know it. There's no, we've got a target on our back, right? We've got a target.
Yeah.
Like we did.
We're everyone's cup final.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But hey, I've rather been in that situation than struggling to try and stay up. So they've got a great chance, and I'm sure we'll have some beautiful trips away and stuff over the years and have some great times. But it's exciting, and we've got to look forward to the excitement.
Until next Saturday,
Yeah.
up the Lily Whites.
Up the Lily Whites.
The Lily Whites. Thank you.